In the last presentation, I listed all the strategies implemented by the Commissions of Presbytery. The purpose of the presentation was to encourage and help leaders of the churches, congregations, and missions implement the Commission strategies. In this presentation, I wish to show how the local church strategies can be combined with the Commission strategies. I believe it is essential that we as leaders see the big picture. Once again, it is not my intention to scare leaders. Yes, the strategic plan list will get longer. However, it is important and even necessary that we intentionally move forward as local churches and as a national church, implementing the 6 goals of the strategic plan. We must nurture our local churches. We must identify and develop leaders. We must improve and increase communication. We must provide intentional discipleship. We must identify, plan, and promote justice and mercy ministry. And we must practice financial stewardship. And the best way to carry out these goals is by clearly knowing what we are doing and how we are doing it. We are called to carry out these goals. So let's look at our new document. It's exactly the same as the previous document that I sent. The only difference are 6 text boxes, each labeled according to one of the 6 goals of the strategic plan. I will use the Presbyterian Church Prince of Peace as an example. Prince of Peace has created a simple mini strategic plan. Our plan consists of only 2 goals: nurturing the local church and identifying and developing leaders. Note that the first thing I did was to add to the top of the plan our church's name and logo, as well as the Presbytery logo. You may do the same. Then I copied what was written in the Prince of Peace plan, the local church plan, and pasted it directly into our church strategic plan. So the strategies for nurturing our local church are now entered into the first box. I included check boxes in front of each strategy. Then I copied the strategies for identifying and developing leaders directly into the second box. You will now note that as a church, we have a clear understanding of what we plan to do at both the local level and at the commission level. I have nothing to copy into the other 4 boxes, since these goals are not yet our priority. I might note that perhaps we could have placed the chat group strategy in the improving and increasing communication goal, but initially it was a nurturing the church goal. Perhaps in a future evaluation meeting, we might move it into that goal box. Okay, we now have included all our strategies. Now I will go down the list and check the boxes where we are intentionally and regularly carrying out this strategy. For example, I may have announced the Presbyterian Church website once or twice, but not intentionally and regularly. Therefore, I did not check the box. I must be more intentional and regular before I check the box. So this is my evaluation of the progress of the strategic plan. I am just one leader. It is important that several leaders evaluate the progress, and this could be done individually, but I recommend leadership evaluations where everyone gives their input. I would even recommend entire church evaluations. For example, I do not know if our church has received the digital copy of the Presbyterian hymnal. As a leader, I need to know if we received it. And if we did, then we can move on to the second strategy, to use the digital songs intentionally and regularly in the activities of our church. I would like to finalize this presentation by saying once again that this document is not simply about carrying out strategies. The purpose of the goals and strategies is to glorify God and further His kingdom. At some point in the very near future, I will be asking each church, congregation, and mission to evaluate itself, and then send me a copy of that evaluation. The evaluation will be done intentionally and regularly. This is not about grades, but it is about accountability. It is about accountability to our great God, Lord and Savior, who calls us to glorify Him and to further His kingdom through the active work of the church. Thank you so very much, and may God bless you as your church carries out His work, one step at a time, one goal at a time, one strategy at a time.